This video contains images of a kitchen that needs work. Please be fair.
When you neglect your space, it's embarrassing and it's bad.
Welcome back to Look of a Kind. As promised, I have for you the deep and thorough cleaning of inside my kitchen cabinets and drawers. I haven't cleaned the inside since I moved in, and that was 8 years ago. This is the first of many videos for my series, When You Neglect Your Space. So come along and watch me clean up the nastiness.
That's what it looks like up in here. So look at that. Ooh, that probably fell and trickled in there and, made its way down. So let's go ahead and wipe this thing out. Oh, wow. Wow. That's going away pretty fast. Look how quick that wipes up. Look how nasty that is.
You would never think that the walls of a cabinet that hold drawers would ever get so dirty, especially if it's not exposed to everyday living. Good thing it was easy to clean.
Oh, my knees are not how they used to be.
As I said earlier, cleaning the walls was pretty easy. The main issue that I had with this was cleaning the tracks. You see now, and you saw earlier, how I am having to dig in the nooks and crevices to get the dirt out. All of this while I'm on my knees. By the way, if you want to know how I organized the drawers that belong to this cabinet, check out the link below after the video.
All that. This is a whole lot better. Whole lot better. As I was cleaning this, guess what I discovered?
I'll share my screen.
Oh. I have no clue what this is. It does not smell good. How does the back of the drawer have this? I don't get it. I have it cleaned.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. The whole time I've been here, this drawer has only been used for my kitchen towels, rags, oven mitts, and pot holders. Oh, and the grips that you use to open up jars and bottles. I'm telling you this because I'm shocked by the amount of debris that is in this drawer. I guess it's just built up. I had a hard time removing some of the dried up spills. So what I did was put a hot rag over it and it loosened it up. This is my pots and pans cabinet. I've only kept those types of items in this cabinet. When I saw this, I was taken back because I did not expect to see any residue on the walls, under the shelf, or under the counter, except for the horizontal surfaces from when the items were sitting on it, and also when the items scratched the wall. Something that I noticed about cleaning all of the cabinets is that the glue used on them is now a yellowish brown color, and it is showing up on the joints of the cabinets. So you will notice that throughout this video. It's not dirt or a stain. Here's a tip. Remember to vacuum or sweep before you start to wipe the floors of the cabinet. It will make it easier for wiping up. I had to remind myself this as I would start to wipe.
now have a clean cabinet and more space. I flipped this shelf, one, to make more room for my lower items, and then two, the shelf is bowing, so I flipped it so that whatever sits on there now, that way it will help even out the shelf. So that could be a tip for those who, oh, let me show you this. For those who have MDF shelves, flip them every so often. But now they're not dirty anymore. I don't know if you can see. And up here, it's clean too.
I was not surprised that this cabinet looked like this because it did hold food and other stuff. Plus, when you look at this kitchen declutter video, you will see how messy this cabinet was. This cabinet was tough to clean. It wasn't the worst, you'll see that later, but the residue, stuff stuck in corners, it was just tough. And to mention, I'm right-handed and the access to this cabinet is on the left, so reaching in and cleaning with my dominant hand was tricky. I used my left hand, but I felt the cleaning wasn't as effective while filming with my right hand. Vacuuming was also tricky. If you want to see how I decluttered and organized my miscellaneous drawer, that link is down below. After I cleaned out all of the cabinets, I did go back and wipe the cabinets out with a disinfectant wipe.
Those are holes. Allowing the cabinets to dry. This is the best I can do on this side. This is a whole beast by itself, this oven.
Another thing that I noticed about these cabinets and drawers is that there were many areas that had chipping in the joints or where the wall and floor met. There were adjustments to drawer tracks, the face of the drawers, as if these cabinets could have been recycled. Nothing wrong with that because I am a ride it till the wheels fall off type of person. This was just another thing that I noticed.
I think that's what I'm going to do when I get the magic eraser. Let's see if I can get the rest of this stuff out. Because I don't think we're doing with just food here.
The magic eraser, or in this case, Walmart's brand, Great Value, did okay. I think that it helped a little, but there are still markings in this drawer.
This is just scratched up. This looks like it's just scratched up. This is what is going on up here. I think this may be the cabinet that I have the hardest time cleaning because I can't just crawl in here. So I'm gonna have to do some reaching stuff up there too. Do some reaching too, but you've already seen this, how dirty the cans. Wow. It's like, how do underneath How do underneath of a shelf get dirty? All of that rust from that shelf, some of it's been washed off, but this is it. So time to get a new rag.
This cabinet was actually one of the easier ones to clean. I did adjust the bottom shelf halfway through the process of organizing this cabinet, but to see that, the link for the video is down below.
And now we have a clean cabinet. It is clean. Oh, I think I see something. There we go. Now I have clean cabinets. Yes, and this actually has kind of rejuvenated me a little bit. It's just nice when you have something that's clean and not dingy, gross, grimy. Slowly making progress.
How often do you thoroughly clean the insides of your cabinet and drawers? Are you like me and have never done it? Or do you have a schedule? Let me know down in the comments. I have been running away from this cabinet for the longest time. ever since the overflow happened, I just did not want to clean it. It is not much under here, but you can see back there lies the issue. Okay. Not that bad, it's not that bad. You can't do it, it's not that bad. That's why this comes in handy. See all of that. Okay, I think I might be doing the most right now, or being a little extra. I want to use gloves. I don't know. I'm just trying my best not to psych myself out, because see all of this, and it may not even be all that bad. It doesn't seem all that bad. No, it seems bad to me. I'm sorry. But I'm doing whatever I can do to try to push myself to clean this thing out. Hey, I've been running away from it for like 8 years, so I'm just going to wipe this thing out with some hot water and some trusty old Lysol. But I might be doing the most. I might be being extra with these gloves, but I just don't want to put my bare hands on this stuff in this cabinet. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. It's not that bad. Is it even worth cleaning this if it needs to be replaced? Do you know what this is? But it looks disgusting. Oh, my word. Ew. Ew, 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 ew. Oh, what in the world is this? When you neglect your space. Oh, I'm glad I put gloves on. I'm glad I put gloves on.
I mean, it's a whole lot better than what it looked like before, but I think bottom line, this cabinet needs to be replaced. I cleaned it as best as I could have cleaned it, but it's just, there's a lot going on with the floor, and it needs to be replaced. So until then, what can I do to make this work? This is what the solution turned out to be. So this is our temporary fix for now until this cabinet is replaced. So now I can at least put my cleaning products back underneath the sink, and I can move on to another cabinet. Now we have this cabinet. I really don't have to do any decluttering here. This cabinet just needs a thorough cleaning because this cabinet is over the stove, so it is greasy. And now this is something I have not cleaned since I've been here. Only just a standard wipe out or wipe down when you first move in.
I had to put power into my hands to get this up. I first used baking soda and then sprayed vinegar on it to see if that would help break down the grease/oil. It helped a tad bit, but then I added Dawn. It did get the syrup up, but the old oil still remained. Then I used my Clorox bleach cleaner. That helped with majority of the cabinet, but not the buildup. The next day, I used the Clorox bathroom foam cleaner. It did do a lot, but then I added my hot soapy Dawn/bleach dishwater mix. That helped get it up. Which brings me to ask for some help. You saw how this cabinet looked. Just imagine the top of my cabinets. It is a sight to see. I kind of don't want to use my dishwater mix. What would you use to break down the sticky gunk that is found on top of the cabinets? Let me know down in the comments. This is what it now looks like. No more sticky, gunky residue. All of the drawers and most of the cabinets have been thoroughly cleaned out. There are two, but I checked those and they are fine, but that's because they are barely used. Now that the insides are cleaned, it's now time to work on the outside. I hope that this motivates you to clean the insides of your cabinets and drawers.